To announce their affiliation with Senior Choice. Senior Choice fills in where your Medicare coverage leaves off.
Fairpoint Communications, formerly C&E Telephone, providing telephone, internet, and data services, is proud to fund this broadcast of Senior Report.
Some funding is provided by State Senator Catherine M. Young.
Absolute Care of Westfield, committed to returning the favor to those who have spent a lifetime caring for others. Located on 26 Cass Street in Westfield, New York.
Some funding is provided by the Lakeview Hotel and Restaurant, located on Water Street near the lake in Mayville.
Live from the Chuck Kelsey Television Studio at Access Channel 5 in Mayville, it's Senior Report with Reed Powers. Call in and participate in Chautauqua County's only live call-in senior program. Share a thought or wish someone a happy birthday. Saturday mornings between 9 and 10 a.m. And now, here's Reed Powers.
And good morning. What a beautiful day in Chautauqua County. The sun is beaming down. The trees are being painted by Jack Frost. It's all beautiful in the hills. They're coming on now, and the nuts are falling, and the grapes are ready, and the apples are on the ground. We're all set, guys. Go pick up some falls. You know, most of them are pretty good shape, and you can fill a bucket in a second and use it for applesauce and for apple pies, and they're all free. There's apples everywhere. People don't pick most of them, you know, unless they have a real orchard. We have a great guest here. He gives up regularly. He's our official attorney for the show, and he does a lot of elder care. He's here to answer your questions. You may call in anytime, and his name is Jim Subjack, and you're all very familiar with him because he was our district attorney for eons here in Chautauqua County. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about some of the issues that are going on that do affect seniors, such as the concentration camps they're building, according to the Republicans, to eliminate the seniors. I'm kidding about that, but they have indicated this is Obama's health care program is designed to kill seniors. That's ridiculous. Oh, gosh, I don't know what's going on around here. Oh, the craziness. You know, Obama really got a black eye yesterday. He went down, he took trouble to go to the Olympic Committee and travel all around the world and pleaded on behalf of the Chicagoans, and they're the first the city they eliminated out of the big ones. Oh, well. Obama, you know how soon they forget. Fame is so ethereal, it just disappears. We do have some serious matters. So Obama is considering sending another umpteen thousands, tens of thousands more troops over to Afghanistan into that dark black hole, which historically has gobbled up every country that went into it, killed most of them, and they all ran away. The little remainder run away with their tails between their legs, like Russia, for instance. It bankrupted Russia. We don't learn from history. We're still over there trying to beat the Afghanistan into a government and a constitution such as ours. Forget it. These tribal lords aren't going to go with that game plan. In the meantime, they kill us as fast as they can. That's their game plan, really. And it's costing us billions and billions, probably trillions. They don't really tell us what this costs. And they're still at a full level over in Iraq, of course, after we were supposed to have been out by now. Oh, they're going to send 4,000 home, maybe around Christmas, maybe not. Who knows? That's chicken feed. The wars go on, and it's costing us lots of boys and girls and our youth, and it's costing us trillions of dollars. The rich are getting richer from it, of course. You know, the Congress represents the rich and powerful. And if they can make more tanks, more airplanes, more ammunition, more Humvees, more this, more that, keep the war going, they make billions on this war. They don't care if it kills a few Americans. Kids, they're not their kids. They don't go, believe me. All right. Most of them, anyway. Speaking of health care, of course, the healthcare corporations, the big 1,500 insurance companies who are paid 30% just about of all healthcare costs on average. They cream off 30%, almost a third of it, for their profits and their heavy salaries and their corporation maneuvers, their funds they set aside. Yeah, they're cleaning us, creaming us. And in the meantime, the rich and powerful win again. Looks like they're actually managing to slaughter the healthcare conversion, where we're going to possibly go the same way the rest of the entire world goes, and that is cut out this 30% and give everybody health care. In the Congress, they've already lined them up. The Congress receives hundreds of millions of dollars every year, you understand, from the health care insurance companies. And they're stymieing this. They're going to try, and it looks like they've actually stymied the bill. And everybody knows we're being, 3/4 of America for a change, but no, we're not going to get it because of the money they're spending. You've seen the ads where they're telling us where, I would have died of cancer if I didn't have this, and the Canadians are dying right and left because they're not getting health care under their plan, and that's all a crock of stuff, okay, as we say up here in Chautauqua County. It's a good plan, and I hope it does pass, but it looks like the influential people on the take in Congress are making sure it's not going to pass, because that would cut out trillions of dollars ultimately to the insurance companies who are funding the battle. Speaking of more health care and cutback, Westfield Memorial Hospital. I'm beating a dead horse. I don't know. We got to contact Mr. Richard Daines, who is the guy, he's a health commissioner of New York State. He's the one who overturned the ruling of the commission that agreed and assured us we could keep the Westfield Memorial Hospital emergency room open. They shut down most of the rest of it. But the Berger Commission had saved the ER because of the fact that Westfield is 40 minutes from any real help in a heart attack or a stroke or something. By the time they get the ambulance to them, get the ambulance together, load them, and get them into the closest hospital being Dunkirk, it'd be about 40, 50 minutes. As it happens now, we can get there in a matter of 10 minutes in Westfield. And if you have a stroke, that's the difference between life and death. And they're going to shut it down. And of course, the local communities are in outrage too, because they also use the Westfield Hospital. It's closer. And it looks like these farm communities are going to have no real emergency service. When you call 40, 50 minutes emergency service, it ain't. And every city, of course, you're within 3 or 4 minutes of the hospital, anywhere. So the cities are doing fine. The countries, forget them. Let them die, huh? Especially the senior citizens, because the senior citizens are the ones who are most vulnerable. Mr. Daines, I hope you consider carefully not closing this hospital, because it's going to be a big difference, and not to mention the Amish who are taking the horse and buggies to the hospital. Forget it. Enough of that. We got a lot of stuff here. I got some nice things here. Let's talk about some good things. In the meantime, I want to mention the fact that we have many good senior clubs here, and if you don't belong to one, or you know a senior who doesn't belong to one, get them down there, make sure they join, because they're a second family, a huge support group, very important to seniors. And they call each other regularly, make sure you're okay. They've got all kinds of other gimmicks to make sure that you're in better health, better shape. And we have many programs that can be worked with them. All right, the Dunkirk Federated, I want to mention them. Betty Kozinski does the job over there. And boy, they have a great group. And if you want to join them, they say, come on over. We're having our next meeting October 6th, and you'll meet Miriam Genovese and Ann Graziano. If you know these folks, come on and say hello to them. Mount Carmel Seniors in Silver Creek. Their president is Tampio.